I'm back for Flosstube number 2. It's been a couple weeks since I visited you guys. I hope you've all been doing well. And just going to jump in and get going this week. How's the weather where you're at? Here it's a million degrees. I think the index was supposed to be like 100 this weekend or something crazy like that. But we had faux fall last week, which was really nice. So I enjoyed that little bit of a break. But yeah, ready for real fall to come anytime. I mean, just bring it on. All right, I want to start my video off this week with just saying how completely blown away I am at the love and support you guys left in the comments, private messages, emails, social media messages. You guys, I'm so humbled by the love and support, and the time you took to message me has been just dear to my heart. I cannot thank you enough. So just again, thank you. I know that I had so many comments on my first Flosstube, and I know I have not reached out to everyone. I've been trying to take a little bit of time every single day to respond to those comments because I do dearly want to respond to those comments. It's important to me to be able to do that. So if I haven't got back to you, just give me a little bit of time. I am going out of town this week, so I will be even more behind, but I love you guys, and I do want to have the chance to reply to every comment. So let's see, updates. Just been working on the house, doing things with Alexis around here. She's been helping me. We've been deep cleaning different areas of the house. That's been nice. I'm still getting rid of stuff. That's kind of been my main goal pretty much all summer. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. And I'm just amazed at how much stuff we collect over the years of, staying in a place. It's wild. It boggles my mind. But box after box after box has been donated, so that's been good. Working on my quilt room still. It's a slow process. Let me just tell you, Alexis and I went and picked up a drawer from IKEA, and I came home. I was so excited because it's one of the last pieces of furniture I need to kind of get the last bit of clutter organized that I have sitting out over there by my sewing table. And got home and had some time, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put this together today. And that box was packed so nice and neat, and everything was in there organized, and Alexis helping me pull it out. We get it all out on the counter. I get to step number 2, and the whole back piece to the entire thing was not in the box. So an hour phone call with IKEA on the phone and having to track down my receipt and all the things. It was a nightmare. They finally told me that, yes, they found the information. Sorry for the inconvenience, but they would be mailing that out in about 7 to 10 business days. I think it's been 2 weeks, and I still haven't received that backing, but I know that's frustrating. And I just think to myself, like, how would that piece even fit in that box? Because it was so nicely packed in there, so I don't even know where they would have put that piece. And I looked 12 times. It did not come into, sometimes at IKEA, you'll have box 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. And it was not like that, so I don't know. What else? My kids, we started football season with Beckett, band, all the things. That's been fun. Our football team is now 3-0, which, in all honesty, I don't think we've won 5 games total in 10 years combined. So to be 3-0 has been a big deal. So it's been fun for him to be able to be at the games, cheering on the team. It's just a new environment. So that's been fun to do. And I wanted to say, I didn't get to mention it last video, but Beckett was so kind whenever I wanted to start this new Flosstube. Technology when you get older can be overwhelming, but he jumped right in. He's taken a social media class at school, and he was like, Mom, I know how to do Canva. You just let me handle all of it. So it was just so funny. So he was the one who designed my banner, did all the things for me without me even having to stress about that. So a big shout out to him for all the help he's been in that aspect. Let's see. Alexis is getting ready to go to Boston next month. She is super excited to be able to experience a new city with me, and we get to do all the fun things that Boston has in store. I'm looking forward to going to Mike's Pastries and getting a cannoli. That's so good. Lobster rolls, all the good things. And of course, getting to see friends, meet new friends. I love going to retreat, so I'm just thankfully blessed to be able to travel with her and be able to do that next month. Aiden, that kid, he's going through those lessons in life where he's trying to decide, does he want to feed himself next month or get the new iPhone 16? So, you know, when you're young, you think you need all those things and you're trying to learn your finances and whatnot. He'll figure it out. But we've been back and forth on the phone past couple days with that. Bless his heart. Cutter. That kid's had lots of firsts since I've seen you guys last. He's, you know, first days of college. He's doing well in school. I made him send me a screenshot of his grades yesterday, so he's got straight A's, so he's doing good there, and I'm thankful because he is busy hanging out with his fraternity brothers, and they are just having a blast. And I guess, you know, I'm happy for him. He's made friends, connections, you know, all that kind of stuff. But let me just tell you, he went to his first home game at Death Valley, which of course is an experience in itself, and they left early because they were winning and it had been raining and whatnot. So he texted me and said, we're leaving early and we're going to Tigerland. And I was like, well, what's that? And he said, oh, it's just a place over here beside the campus. Well, what I should not have done was Google on social media Tigerland at LSU, because let me just tell you, I didn't sleep very well that night. But he did call me and tell me when he was leaving. He called me when he got to his dorm and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thankful that he, you know, was able to communicate with me, even though he's trying to experience all the fun college things, you know, that can be a little bit wild. But yeah, one of his biggest firsts that he just experienced was Hurricane Francine. I got a video about 10:30 that night when the wind was just going crazy of him and a couple of frat brothers out in the middle of this lake in a canoe and just living their best life. I don't know. Boys will be boys, I guess. So yeah, he experienced his first little fender bender with some little girl, hit his truck and didn't tell no one, and we're having to fight the insurance on that, so that's frustrating. He's experienced his first flat tire as a young adult, so lots of firsts for Cutter. Right now I'm in the middle of fantasy football. My Saints were winning earlier. I didn't get to finish the game. They were so far ahead. I was like, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and video. So I won last week my fantasy football, and this week's looking good too. So I need that money for another retreat in 2025. So that's it for updates that I can think of. This is going to be a kind of a short video this week. I have a lot going on. I'm going to a retreat this coming week, Stitching in the Wild in Alabama. So I've got to pack and go to the grocery store. Beck and I are fixing to head to the grocery store shortly. And I'm sure it's going to be a madhouse, and I'll probably be rethinking that once I get there, but it is what it is. So I'm going to jump in with the stitching now. I have arranged my camera, and it may be cockeyed or whatever, but the level on it says it's level, but I think it's a liar, so I may invest in a different tripod by the next video. So I'm sorry. Of course, the quilt that I've been working on, all these pieces are probably not even straight anyway, so it makes things extra difficult when you're trying to video, but nonetheless. Whips. So I have been fighting Startitis. It's nothing that I've been stitching on is bringing me joy, so it's like I want to dig out something else, get something else up, and I've been trying really hard not to do that. So, I know this next week with going to the retreat, I do have a handful of things that I am going to start. Sorry, I'm trying to take my bracelet off because I know that jingling bothers people that listen with headphones. So, I have started some new things, but I've also tried to work on some older whips, and I just haven't really found my groove. I was doing really well with fall stitching, and then it just kind of fell off. But you know, you do what you do. You stitch what brings you joy, right? First thing I've been working on is Blackbird Design Feast of Friendship. And I don't have a whole lot done, but I do have a really good idea that I wanted to incorporate with this. So, like I mentioned earlier, so many kind words, so many people, message after message after message in all different platforms. What I've done is I have saved those to a file and shrunk them down all really small and put them on paper. It just, overlapped everything. They're just everywhere. And I'm going to print those off, and once I finish this piece, I'm going to have it framed, and in the back side of that frame, I'm going to stick that paper in there. So who knows, 100 years from now, when someone rescues it from the thrift store, they'll open it up and have all these wonderful kind words of, wow, this person was cared for. I just want to be able to remember everyone, So I'm going to put that in the back of this frame, but this is what I've got done so far. This is stitched on a piece of, I think it's 32 count, some kind of natural linen, raw linen. But I love the colors. They're all called for colors except for the blue on the house. I am changing that to color and cotton. I don't have my floss in here. I'm sorry. I think it's like Starlight or Stargazer, something like that. Because I believe the chart calls for 3 different blues in that house. So I just picked one blue that had some variegation in it. I'm just going to stitch that whole house with that one blue. But, yeah, I love that pumpkin. It's really pretty. Okay, so for every football season, I start a new piece. I stitch while I'm at the games. My friend Shannon that's with me, I know one day I'm going to convince her to become a cross stitcher. She swears she's not able to see it, but I'm like, we have all kinds of things, readers, magnifiers, all the things. You can do it. One day I'm just going to have to peer pressure her into joining our craziness and whatnot. So this is Halloween Quaker by Leela Studios. I'm going to try to insert a picture because my bag is in the other room. I don't know if it'll be able to do, but many of you already know this pattern. Last time my iPad storage was giving me problems with trying to insert pictures, so we'll give it a go this time. But nonetheless, this is my progress. It's not a whole lot, but this is what I sit and stitch on at the football games. And I'm going to just pick random flosses out of my color and cotton stash. And that color right there is really pretty. It's like a blackish purple. So I like how that's turning out. So that's number 2, and that's a new start as well. Now, the next thing I pulled out of my whip pile to work on. This has been an ongoing whip for a while. I think I started it at Stitch Away in January. And I love the fabric. I love the colors I chose, except for I've been having the hardest time trying to find the pink that I envision I want for the house. This is Winter Rose Manor by, I can't even think. Who does it? I'll put a picture of the chart here. Jeez Louise, my brain is fried. And I don't know if that's going to show up very well on the camera, but I've got like 3 different pinks in here. I've ordered every pink. I picked up pinks at different shops, and I do not care for any of the pinks. It's just not coming out. Sorry, it's not ironed. But what I really think I'm going to do, sounds crazy, but I really think I'm going to get my other piece of this fabric and maybe try to stitch with 2. This is a quick stitch, so starting it over won't be that bad. I think maybe that would help with finding a better pink. Just, my problem is it's either too bubblegum pink or too ballerina pink, or it's too light pink and it blends in with the snow at the bottom. So, I don't know. I just really having a hard time with that. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment below. I don't know. I love it. Maybe I'll start it over and do 2 strands. Maybe 2 strands will make a difference on the colorway. All right. This is one of my older whips. It's been in my whip pile forever, so I got it out. I didn't do a whole lot, but this is Clovis and Stanley by Stitching with the Housewives. And like I said, I didn't do a whole lot, but I put in, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 stitches somewhere in there in the his overalls. And I really like this, but I just can't, when I stitch on it, it just doesn't keep me entertained. I don't know. It'll get done. And I think this is, yes, this is stitched on a piece of 28 count. I know it's got all that variegation in there, but what was, 28 count. It's a piece that I dyed myself way back a long time ago, so. The next thing I have is a big whip. This is going to take me an eternity to finish, but again, pulled it out, thought, you know, maybe this would bring me joy. Put in a handful of stitches and then decided that it was going away for a little while longer. I don't know, nothing's just keeping me entertained. I know you all experience that, so I'm not alone in that, but this is Praiseworthy Stitches Bump in the Night Farm. And I'm just, again, picking my own color and cotton flosses that I'm having my stash. That's the chart. This is stitched on a 32 count Peoria purple, and it doesn't say who the designer of the fabric is, but it's pretty. I bought it at Silver Needle one time we were there. So this is what I have done so far. What I love most about this is all the ghost in this is stitched with the DMC glow in the dark thread, which is a beast to work with. But if you use small pieces and take your time, it will come out really nice, and it does glow really well. This is going to be something that Becca takes. But what I did work on was over here in this side of the house. I worked on this section right here. And I think I worked on filling in the last part of that roof I had. So yeah, that's that. Now, the next thing I pulled out to work on was another older whip. I started this hot and heavy, was doing really well, and then it just fell off. And hopefully I would be able to finish this season, but I don't think I'm going to, just because it's just not keeping me entertained. So I put in these pumpkins. I stopped on this chart up here because it's got, it needs some frogging in an area, and I just haven't wanted to do that. But I worked on this other border as well. I was going to try to finish this border, but I ran out of that color floss, so I'm gonna have to pick up that as well. So that was another reason why I put it away. But it is Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm, and this was the chart I was working on. But of course, you know, it comes in the big, make it into the big. I think there's nine patterns. So I don't know, maybe next year it'll get done. It is really adorable. And this is just stitched on a piece of 28 count. I think, you know what, I don't have the paper and I'm not going to lie to you, but it's some kind of khaki, something like that. And that is all my whips right now. I know my next video I'll have a handful more. Like I said, I know I've kitted up things to start at the retreat this week. So, yeah, and I really hope that they keep my attention, because I need to get some things finished in my finished pile, to add to my finished pile. So, next, you know what I did finish? I did finish the Teresa Kogut Halloween sampler. I posted that on my Instagram, and you guys, thank you so much for all the likes and love and comment and all that. I was excited to turn that into the framer, so hopefully I'll get that back soon and I can show you guys again. I don't know. I guess my neighbors are painting their house. I just saw somebody walk by. Goodness, they're probably like, what is she doing in there? Anyways, I did not FFO anything. I have been trying to organize and put things away, so even dragging things out to start other projects to FFO just is not in the cards for me right now. But I did bring, this may be my first or second ever FFO, previous FFO that I did a long time ago. This is Stitching with the Housewives. Oh my goodness, what is the name of this chart? My brain doesn't remember anything these days, but I stitched this on a piece of fabric that I dyed, just like a gray-blue colored. What is the name of this? Lord. Anyway, y'all, I'm sure most of y'all know. Calvin, that's a cat. Something like that. Anyways, this may be my first ever FFO or my second. I can't remember, but I've had it around a while and I love to put it up every year. And there's a little girl that is in the band with my kids, and she always was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Every year when she comes by, she's like, oh, it's back out. So I love it. Let's see. I will show my haul in a minute. I do have a handful of that, but I wanted to talk about my shirt from the last video. So I did link it in the last video. I will link it here. My neighbor, Desiree, she is the one who made that shirt for me. She does all kinds of stuff. She mostly does spirit wear for all the towns around here for football and cheer and all that kind of stuff. So she has been so gracious to set me up a link, and ironically her business is Sassy Southern Tees for t-shirts, 76058 Boutique on Facebook. But anyway, she set me up my own separate link to have you guys go directly to that. You can fill out all the information, what other color you want, you know, all that kind of stuff. She can ship them to you, and she runs usually about 2 to 3 weeks in there. But the quality of her shirts are really nice, and I had a lot of people ask, so I wanted to give you that information. I do also want to say, I'm not affiliated with her by any means. I don't get anything free. I don't get a discount. She offered that to me, and I graciously declined because I like to support small businesses, and she has a lot of kids like I do, so I know they're all involved in things, so I want to make sure that she's able to, you know, give to her kids, and they'll be able to do all the sports and stuff that they need to do. But that was that. What else is on my notes? Flosstube. I haven't watched a whole lot of Flosstube. I've been turning it on while I've, you know, cleaning and stuff, having it on in the background, trying to catch glimpses of every time someone shows something. But I think I tried to write down as many as I could remember. Helen D's video with her fall stitching, so pretty. Java Girl and Anna, I watched them. Finally a Fall Girl and Stitchy Linda, cute video. I love their shirts. Of course, Floss Floss and Cousins, watched their latest 2 videos, I believe, and then I get to hang out with them this week, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of shenanigans to be had there. You know, stay tuned. Who knows what we'll get into this week. Just Keep Stitching, Pam and Steph. Always a fun time. I did try to do. So there's been a lot of people on Instagram who are always suggesting new Flosstubers or a Flosstuber that I'd never, you know, seen their videos. So I've been really trying to take a snapshot when I come across that, put it in my phone in a library, and then whenever I'm going to watch Flosstube, I've been really trying to watch either new Flosstubers that are just coming out, or Flosstubers that are new to me that I haven't been able to watch, because I want to broaden my Flosstubing viewing. So a couple of the ones new, Miss Maggie with Home on the Ridge, she has put out, I think, 2 videos now, and if you haven't watched her yet or subscribed to her, you're missing out. She's got talents of all sorts. Decor, all kinds of things. So if you haven't checked her out, please go subscribe and check her out. She's amazing. Stitching Faye, F-A-E. I watched her videos. New to me, also new to me, Megan, the Wide-Eyed Stitcher. I watched her video and subscribed, and of course I always love when I meet someone else with the same name, Megan, and it's spelled the same, because, you know, Megan can be spelled 900 different ways. But I did find out the other day that someone said that Megan was an old lady's name, along with all kinds of other names that we grew up in the 80s and 90s is now the old lady name, which I think is funny. Let's see, new to me, Sugar and Stitches. New to me also, Andrew, the runner stitcher, that was recommended by the camping stitcher. I took a screenshot when she posted his video and made sure to go watch him and his dog Winston. So cute. Let's see. New to me also was Rebecca. Beck Stitches Everything is her Flosstube. Lots of good stuff there. And then also a new Flosstuber, new to me, is Miss Maddie with Kitty Stitches. Kitty Stitches. I think she's got 2 videos, maybe 3 videos. I know she just posted one like within the last day, and I need to go back and watch that second one. But watching her first video, I got tickled because she was showing her aquarium. I forget the name of the charge, whatever one stitched on the little like aquarium that's so cute. And she talked about how her dad was a saltwater coral farmer, and I thought, where was that listed on the list of jobs you could have, you know, in like middle school when they're telling you about everything, you know, you could be a veterinarian or, you know, a teacher or whatever. I'm like, where was that on the list? Because, you know, that sounds interesting. So, let's see. Like I said, going to retreat this week. Stitching New England in October, and I think that's all I have for this 2024 year, which is a lot, but I'm excited to get to go. Just continuing on cleaning and whatnot. You guys, have you seen, I don't even know how I came across this. This is a thing, but if you're, you know, trying to go to bed and you're flipping through your phone, if you've not seen the people that are doing fridge-scaping, like decorating the inside of your refrigerator. If you've not seen those videos, that's wild. I mean, it looks like home goods inside the refrigerator. One of them, hers was called like Fridgerton, and it's just everything. It's like candles and all the stuff is done. It's wild. Check that out. Google that on social media and see if you're just like blown away by some of this creative stuff. But at the same time, I'm thinking, I can't even get my kids to put the milk back without, you know, getting stuff everywhere or whatever, putting the ketchup in the correct slot. It always ends up on the opposite side of the fridge, you know. So, I mean, how do these people, I don't know. It's funny. Let's see. I guess I will move to haul. I want to show my Color and Cotton. I just got this recently. My Color and Cotton monthly fabric and floss. This color is called Dandelion. It's a really pretty golden color. Make a good fall piece for stitching. These other colors are really pretty for fall as well. But there is Pink Quartz, Sangria, Barrel Cactus, Fortissimo, and Hazel. Pretty. Also have balsamic, violin, cilantro, brown butter, and macrame. Also beautiful fall colors. And then these I may incorporate with that Halloween Quaker because they are really speaking to me in the Halloween aspect. But black basalt, purple kale, sugar plum, acapella, and seashell. And I think all those would look really good in that fabric. Next up with haul is, I don't remember where I purchased this from, but the Teresa Kogut October's cross stitch. Alexis really wanted this, so I snagged it so we could both stitch it. So cute. Also picked up the 2024 Wee Santa by Heart and Hand. Look at the little snowman. And, oh, one of my whips. I have been working on Alexis's quilt. Good Lord. How could I forget that? It's standing right here behind me. Working on getting her quilt done. Getting that off the thing. So, whenever I put this quilt away, I must have been I don't know, trying to get it all sorted back out in the pieces or whatnot. I'm usually really good about making sure that I keep all my stuff organized whenever I come back. I can know right where I was, why I did not do this time. So I'm having a hard time figuring out which pieces to go where or whatever. So it'll get done. But this pattern is from Anka's Treasures, and it's Midnight Garden, and the fabric line is Indigo Garden by Heather Peterson. I love Heather Peterson's fabric colors, and the Anka Treasures, I'll show you some more because I got some another quilt kit and some patterns of hers in my haul this time. But that's that. And I picked up zinnia seeds. I don't know why I tongue-tied on that. Jeez Louise. Isn't that a cute quilt pattern? I love this new fabric line. It's called Autumn Afternoon by Heather Peterson. Picked up that pattern. And I also snagged, it's the same fabric line, but Anka's Treasures Autumn Afternoon Sampler. Look how cute. Look at those little acorns. I love acorns, but I love it. Darling. So I got that. Also snagged one of the new Lori Holt needle minders. The big old snowman. I couldn't resist. I love snowmen. And of course the little cardinal. Alexis loves cardinals, but I couldn't resist that big old honking needle minder. And I did snag, so I'm a Pat Carson needle stitcher, and of course, you know, you can't get those anymore, but I've found that the Edmar needles are really comparable to those. The only difference I can tell is after I stitch with an Edmar for a while, there is a little bend warp in them. I'm not able to do that with my Pat Carsons, but you know, I guess you settle for 99% the same versus trying to find something else. But I am going to try the Lori Holt's 28 count cross stitching needles. I have not tried them now. I can already tell you right now the eye on those is really small compared to what I'm normally used to with my other needles. I don't know. I'm going to give these a try. Probably I'll try them this week at the retreat. I'll let you know if you're a Pat Carson lover like me, if they're comparable. The next thing I have, sorry, I'll lean over here and grab this. Dun, dun, dun. This is Under the Oaks quilt kit. It's also Heather Peterson's fabric, Anka Treasures. If you don't follow her on Instagram, she's been sewing this. It's so cute. But I love, again, the acorns. Look at those oak leaves. Adorable. I picked this up at Fat Quarter Shop. I love their quilt kits. And of course, I bought the backing fabric. Look how pretty that is. Quilt kits, I just find are the way to go. You end up having a lot of extra fabric left over, and you can incorporate those in cross stitch, finish backings, all that kind of stuff, or make a project bag. But when I first started quilting, I tried to go in and like get the pattern and, you know, get all the fabric, and it became such a headache. So if they offer a quilt kit and something I really like, I snag it as soon as I can. Sorry. This I picked up at Boxcar Quilts when I was up there the first Wednesday of this month, and this is just a quilt panel and some fabric that goes along the sides. Pretty easy to do. I'm hoping to start this once I come back from my retreat, because it shouldn't take me very long to get this together, and it's rather small, so I can quilt it at home just with straight or diagonal lines. But it's called Monstrosity Quilt, and it is, I don't think it says it doesn't say the designer of the fabric, but Monstrosity Quilt. My niece Lane is really into pretending like she's a monster. She's always trying to scare you right now. She's 2.5. So I just thought that would be cute, and it comes with the panel and of course all the side fabric that you use. Just really easy strips and squares to cut and stitch on there, so it shouldn't take me very long to get that done. But this is the backing fabric. However, all the fabric, any of the white, is glow in the dark. Isn't that fun? So I thought I'd throw that together for her, just, you know, something cute for Halloween and whatnot. Let's see. The last thing, I'm not going to pick up this box because it's too heavy, but I did get another quilt kit from Fat Quarter Shop. Here's the inside paperwork. It comes with it, but it's the Lori Holt, the Quilted Snowman. And I won't start on this year, but for sure by next season I want to have this stitched and done. Sorry for the glare and the bend, but isn't that adorable? Love it. And that's all the haul I have today. I'm trying to do better at not buying so much stuff. I'm really gonna, now that I have my space, get to work on some of the stuff that I bought previously. So let's see. Now I've put my notes away, but I do have a winner from last time's video. 2 winners. I said for 2 winners, and they can pick whatever chart that speaks to them that was released this year at market. So 2 winners that I have are at, I'm gonna butcher this stuff because, you know, that's how it rolls with me. Cruiser, K-R-U-I-Z-E-R, Cruiser SS. And I do believe her name is Ashley, because it did say that in the comment. So that's the first winner. And the second winner is at Jody Dennison 4193. But I had so many kind comments and all the things like I mentioned. I wanted to go ahead and throw out a third winner in there. I mean, why not? You guys are worth it to me. So my last winner is at Cindy, C-I-N-D-Y, Esler, E-S-L-E-R, _ who dat Grammy Crafts, G-R-A-M-M-Y Crafts, Grammy Crafts. If you guys want to reach out to me, my email will be listed in the description box below, or you can find me on Instagram, any of that. Send me a message and let me know what pattern you want, and I will get those shipped out after I come back from my retreat. I'll order them now, but then I'll get them mailed out afterwards. So if y'all reach out to me and let me know that you're a winner and let me know what chart you'd like, that'd be great. Let's see. I think that's all I have for my notes today. This is going to be a fairly short video, but I look forward to meeting with you guys next time. I hope you all are enjoying the fall weather, or, you know, stitching or whatnot. I know a lot of people are decorating their house for this time of year, and that's always, you know, a change in decor is always fun. I think that's all I have for you guys, but I'll see you next time. Bye.